Yeah, I mean, it was going to come down to the final straw anyway with ABC Dishonesty News, the legacy state Biden Harris Democrat controlled leftist media in this country. It would come to a head where they would tell a lie so big that it would be so egregious that Americans, for the most part, wouldn't believe it, A, and B, they would turn against ABC Disney altogether. And not just for ruining, fucking Star Wars, but for ruining everything. So these CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC shouldn't be the main sources of information in our country anymore. That is very evident for people like Glenn Beck and the Daily Wire that have created their own alternative, mostly online media companies to challenge the narrative. And also the great Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch in Fox News. So, yeah. Yeah, so alternative media is trying to flourish in spite of the legacy media trying to hang out, trying to hang on to their failing, disastrous organizations. They don't want to die out, the legacy media. They want to be, obviously NBC, ABC, CBS, the three-letter networks have been part of the American media fabric and broadcasting for, many, many years. So they don't want to die away. They don't want to become a relic institution. They don't want to be buried by alternative media sources. So, well, what they did was, to survive, they made a deal with the devil. So they said, well, you know what, we'll kowtow to the elites and we'll sell our souls to the devil as long as you protect us. Okay, so we'll say whatever you want, Democrat Party, as long as you protect us from alternative media organizations and people. As long as you protect our power, then as long as you keep us surviving, then as American media institutions, then we will say whatever we'll lie, we'll gaslight, we'll do whatever we'll fabricate stories, whatever you want to the Democrat Party masters. And so that's what they have chosen to do to try to survive. And it's the deal with the devil. How's it going? Well, the deal with the devil is the problem with the deal with Satan is that not only do you sell your soul and your principles, but you also eventually you lose. So usually the devil wins, and then the person who sold their souls, they all lose. That's the problem with it. So the corporate media in this country have sold out to the establishment in Washington, D.C. to just do their bidding on the news every night, and the global elites. It's a similar deal the social media companies made, like Mark Zuckerberg, to censor information, to censor communications online through Facebook Meta platforms. Like suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story and so forth. So the deal with the government and the social media, the big tech giants, is, well, if you censor people's expression of speech, then we will not break you up and break up your unfair and break up your monstrous monopolies And so that was the deal there. Do our bidding, or you might not survive either, right? So what did they do? Mark Zuckerberg, they just did the bidding of the government, of the Democrat Party in power. So they did the bidding of the elites. They just followed suit. Except for Elon Musk threw a wrench in their total social media control because he bought out Twitter X. So yeah. Will Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, Meta, and Google Alphabet Corporation and Microsoft Corporation, will they always be protected, their monopolies? Or Disney, ABC? I don't think they'll always be protected, not forever. Yeah, Trump might increase more media competition. He might break up unfair monopolies that have a stranglehold on entertainment and news media in this country. So he might actually be able to shake that world and make it more fair, make it more like a voice of the American people, like it's supposed to be, instead of a voice for a particular party or a particular group of elites. So the media is supposed to be a free press that works for the people, that checks power. It's not supposed to aid power. That was not the original intent by the founding fathers, to turn into a monstrous, monopolistic oligarchy machine. It was never intended to be a media organization that made up bogus sex stories about their political opponents. The press was never meant to hound people to take a pharmaceutical injection in their arm during a global pandemic. So what do I call the system itself? The system, you can call it the deep state, you can call it the global liberal world order more generally. I call it the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, technological state media complex. I expand it out from military industrial. I call it the entire thing, the entire monstrous, many tentacled, demonic machine. I call it all the same thing. So it's like a big chimera hybrid monster Satan. Yeah. So I call it the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, technological state media run complex. So, okay, that's the. All right, so we got schizophrenia. We got schizophrenia 101, but I'm sure the retarded guy is going to come loose, and yeah, so it'd be like, yeah, what if they did have social recognition software? It'd be like, with me, it'd say like normal but creative. Maybe it would say if they had like a Chinese social media, a Chinese surveillance system that did social credit to everybody. It would say like, it would say white Caucasian male, middle age, and then it would say it would say all your personal information. And then it would say like, well, normal but savant, eidetic memory savant, and then like for him it would say like schizoed. And then the other guy would be like mentally challenged individual. And so I'm just kidding. It would be like the Chinese surveillance, the government, the big brother. It'll have the cameras everywhere. It'll just like identify people by the facial recognition software. In the George Orwell 1984 future that we're going into here. Yeah, it's the reason why the system hasn't been able to implement, a total surveillance system like George Orwell 1984, like V for Vendetta, is because, America is a big fucking place. So it's hard to create like a permanent tyranny here. It can be done. I mean, they've done it in the Chinese communists have done it, but it's very difficult in America because there will be significant resistance to total surveillance state and the lack of privacy and those things that are evil and bad. Yeah, so the left keeps trying to, they double down on whatever narrative they have. So with Mark Robinson, it's that he got on a pornographic website apparently called Black Nudes, and that he posted salacious stuff on there and wrote salacious posts or something like that. Now they claim, since it's unverified, they can't confirm it, that it's been taken down. Yeah, so that's their way out. They say, ooh, they must have took it down. Oh. Yeah, that's how they get out of, like, not being verified. Yeah, that's their little slick way. They always have a little exit door, They always have a little escape hatch when they do some bullshit. Yeah, it's like a liar's escape hatch. They always have some excuse at the end of it. But I don't think American voters or citizens are buying their bullshit anymore over there at ABC Dishonesty News and David Muir. They can keep on doubling down on their bullshit. It matters how many people buy it before the election is the thing. And if people aren't buying what they're selling, then what are they even doing? They're not accomplishing anything. Except just irritating the public. Yeah, I guess the problem is when the journalists wanted to be part of the story instead of report about the story. So that was kind of the issue. Like, journalists purely are supposed to report the stories, not interject themselves inside the stories. The story is not about the journalists or the reporters. The story is always about it should be the quest for the truth. If it's not about true justice in the American way, then what the hell is it about? Then it means it's about something else, more sinister, more nefarious. Oh, it hasn't been about truth, justice, and the American way for a long time. It's about money, power, and control. Gotcha. It's about manipulation. Yeah, so it's ooh. Oh, this report about Mark Robinson's statements and his post from a 2008 pornographic website. Oh yeah, just in case it's not true. Oh yeah, Robinson and his team took it down. Yeah, and Robinson's with Trump, and he posted stuff on a pornographic, so that means Trump is bad too. He's bad sex stuff. Yeah, the Republicans are into bad, naughty sex stuff. Don't vote Republican. But it's all a bunch of bullshit, essentially. So I'm going to do a full boycott, ABC, Disney News, CBS, NBC, CNN, Microsoft, Bill Gates of hell, NBC, all that. All shite, all bullshit, all lies, all gaslighting, all complete and utter DNC garbage. And so a fabricated bullshit story, unverified, and then when they can't pin it, when they can't verify it, then they say, oh, it's because it was taken down by the Robinson campaign, who's campaigning for governor in North Carolina. You know what that is? That, my friends, is the old jerk off symbol. I mean, it's total. That's the old. Yeah. That's the old bullshit. Yeah, there it is, pulling the crank. Yeah. That's the old jagging. The symbol of bullshit. All right, but Trump Vance 2024 MAGA. So what I'm going to do is I'm tuning out of the propaganda until the election, and I'm just going to vote Trump Vance MAGA 2024 for more in 2024. God bless, the best of success. Peace.